Well, we are certainly really benefiting from these wonderful walks. I can't, sorry. It's amazing, amazing places. The mind relaxes and you finally can look back and see an amazing journey. We have been extremely busy organizing our flight, organizing our garage, organizing the place where we are living, and really want to just, wow, so many highlights. Just mention some bullet points in this amazing location, just to recap on the Love Jean testimony receiving in 2000. Just the amazing vision of Jesus removing bandages from my eyes. The word 7 years in UK, 7 years in a cave, finding the master within, and led me to the New Age, but it was about finding Jesus, finding the antidote to all evils, the antidote to everything, the antidote to the flesh, so that we can be born of God, of the Spirit, that we are marked and sealed to inherit His kingdom. And dreams, ambitions, and a journey that started to unfold into the New Age, where we met with Richard. Channeling, astral charts, idolatry of all sorts, never thinking it was idolatry, never thinking it was that bad, never thinking we were so lost. And receiving John 14:16 just is worth just reading John 14, 15, 16, 17, and the role of the Holy Spirit, who comes to truly is a person, is a spirit within us, the Spirit of Jesus Christ, the Spirit of God Himself, the triune God, that comes here to truly help us, to remind us all truths, to teach us and to lead us to all truths, living God, to the truths that can set us free. And it's an amazing testimony that is unfolding every time, all the time, and that leads us to the kingdom of God. And if we are, because people are coming, I just want to move away. And with John 14, an amazing scripture to discover the role of the Holy Spirit, what happened to me in that moment, and that took so many years as a ignorant, childish Christian to digest, to mature, to start understanding the magnitude of what is being born of the Spirit, being born of God, and going through the New Age, as I said, being so lost, having been in Catholicism, in Christianity, the prosperity gospel, then the New Age, and thinking that actually we were smarter than those Christians that were so close-minded. And even right now, it's a blessing to see that most denominations or people in denominations are coming up with their own testimonies, leaving those denominations, because it's beyond temples. Jesus is beyond religion and temples. We need to worship Him in spirit and in truth. And this is the river of life. His teachings wash away all sin. And He promises it's free. Just come to me. You are heavy burdened. I help you. I carry the cross. My yoke is light. And it's true. If we follow Him, we don't need to think at all about the concerns of the treasures on this earth, but we just simply need to focus in the kingdom, and everything else will be at it. Yes. So the amazing dance of the Dakis, and he promises, and his promises are fulfilled because he's no man. And living the society, living, yes, a secret society that was very public and very camouflaged, but quite Illuminati material, but um, leaving that group with Richard, where he had spent 15, 20 years, and false masters, false Christ, even thinking his mission, saying his mission was more important than Jesus Christ, and me as a Christian not really paying attention to such words. It was half truths, and Jesus is here, and it's all the warnings that we are given in Matthew 24. Just read Matthew 24, it will keep you really under Jesus' protection and under God's protection. And so many dreams with spiritual warfare, so many dreams with principalities, powers of darkness that come to prevent us from fulfilling our destiny. And our role as trumpets, because every Christian is a trumpet. Are you an apostle? Are you an evangelist? Are you a prophet? Are you a teacher? Are you a preacher? What is your role? You are a trumpet of God. You are his eyes, his ears, his hands, his feet, and we all are trying to fulfill that great commission and being part of the body of Christ, all inspired by the Holy Spirit. And it's sad, it's truly sad to see how fragmented is the body of Christ, that we are criticizing each other, bickering, envy, jealousy. So many. There are a few possible witnesses right now getting a lot of attention, and it's incredible to see how many people jump to defend them, or jump to criticize, or jump. Really, I have got very personal revelations on one of them, and is receiving truly devastating comments, and very serious Christians, very mature Christians, defaming that person. I'm not going to say now anything more, but continue with this testimony of the unfolding of the revelation of the love gene, because that is what it's all about, the activation of the lineage of Jesus Christ. We are children of God who are constantly receiving our dreams, our visions, our guidance through the language of God. Can be a song, can be a book, can be a person that comes at the right time, at the right place. And allowing all this guidance to unfold led in 2007, which was the first 7 years, to that download of the love gene. And in 2007 I started to write, and to write the book, and it has taken all these years anyway just to get it digested, and plus problems and issues because we had to move every 2-3 years just to cope with life, and just with the attacks and the demonic forces that come against us everywhere. They start manifesting without us doing anything, really. But well, we have to act, and the presence of God inspires that, because this is the perennial battle between the forces of good and evil from the garden, and it's meant to be. So the more you read the Bible, the Word of God, and the more that you think about Jesus Christ, the more that you will realize the attributes, and the attributes that you are displaying, the attributes of the children of the snake, and you will start activating the love gene in your own life. You ask, and whenever he decides, he will baptize you with the spirit and fire. And it's very real. It is an experience that you cannot deny. It's an experience that many and many are having today, all ages, children, elders, mature people, immature, near-death experiences, visits to heaven and hell during those experiences. And it is truly the most amazing revival. This has been taking place at least for 10 years since we are aware. And to be part of that, in spite of the attacks, makes you feel life is worth living just to live the times that we are facing. And this is the magic in this moment, the magic of the kingdom unfolding and manifesting because our King of Kings and Lord of Lords is returning. And I thought I had lost it 2007, 8, 9, so it's like trying to work out where from 2000, 2007. Okay, it was until 2014 when I understood it was about two chemitas, 14 years, 7 years in UK, 7 years in a cave, finding the master within, the antidote, the love gene. And in 2014, getting the inside revelations as well with the asteroid, and truly deciding it is truly about Jesus Christ. He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. And I heard, after watching so many videos about Nibiru and the asteroid coming and all that, asteroide cae en español, asteroid falls. Be very careful. And Revelation 8, yes, I think it is, where it talks about wormwood and ajenjo, or just the description of these events. And deciding to contact and to express all this to my family and to friends, and discussing all these important subjects when you feel it's truly an imminent prophecy that is about to happen at any moment. It brought a trumpet and the insight of Ezekiel 33, yes, to truly the responsibility as Christians to always share our insights and revelations with everyone, in spite of the backlash, the criticism, because otherwise their blood will be in our hands. So sharing those insights, whatever their reaction, you do it because God placed it in your heart, and you leave it in God's hands. You plant a seed, He does increase. And when we share the information, well, many people really started to consider us more fanatics, and we were already, but it was really uncomfortable, quite bullish, and just really silencing us with indifference in our own, at best with indifference, because comments, defamation, things like that is very difficult to deal with and is very painful. But the amazing revelations of the Feast of Ghosts that is for all of us, the Jewish tradition, no Kabbalah, no Judaism, the amazing Messianic Jews that are available now as well, giving their testimonies, and yes, amazing information. And this is part of our journey 2014, 13, the insights, card plates, the love gene. 14 years was amazing signs, amazing dreams we found. I had a dream of Paris concert, the terror attacks in Paris at that time. the two of us in a dream, back to back, and we had to place our hands like that in this position to fight a mechanical angel that was attacking us, and we had to be back to back, and prayer, no, the importance of prayer, fasting, and to be back to back to cover 180, and we had to move like that all the time just to prevent the principality would harm us. But creating like a storm in 2 seconds, there were clouds, and in 2 seconds there was a huge storm, and we had to go inside. And then when closing the door, there was like a leakage. No, the leakage is in or the in our armor. No, the yeah, and we had to go inside, but it couldn't harm us. And later on, Richard had actually a text a year later, illegible words. He was just fetching his mobile from the pocket, and illegible words, characters, commas, whatever, and in the middle, the perfect word, Azazel. It really unveiled the principality behind all the problems and issues that we were having. I read Isaiah 14, Ezekiel 28. An angel truly like that, full covered with stones, sapphire, reddish. And it was a mechanical angel that was covered completely in a way that was like a skin, like part of the skin, and it was moving, flying back and forth around us to destroy us, truly to destroy us. And so it was 2016, and since that time again, since 2007, that I had this kind of revelation about the love gene, and look how long it has taken, because the attacks have been devastating. And all in a book that is freely available to all of you, because freely has been given, freely you give. It's the Great Commission. You don't charge for healing, you don't charge for casting out demons, you don't charge for resurrecting the dead. What can be greater than that? I mean, what can be greater than that? What? Nothing. Yeah? But it's about donations, it's about people contributing from their hearts according to their possibilities, because otherwise it becomes capitalism, and then it becomes a business, and this is not the business of God. The business of God is for the poor, for the humble, for the hungry, for the most vulnerable on this earth. That's what he came to do. That's what he came to teach us. And so those dreams, together with so many insights and experiences that we were facing with neighbors, with relatives, a process in Richard's family, in my family, the maternal side of my family, the paternal side of my family, the synchronicities, the perfect timing, the intensity of work, the lack of work, the absence of work, and then moving from even a bungalow with lost 3-4 rooms. I don't know what we were doing. Really, we were really very bad with money, and still are, but we are learning to live the simple way. And through this process, God being so merciful, in 2013 that I started more or less these 7 years of abundance for the body of Christ, like in Joseph's time, the 7 fat cows, a warning before the years of lack come with the covenant of the Antichrist, the man of sin, the man of iniquity, son of iniquity. And it is true, we have been moving and moving. You can imagine the amount of problems, bullying, harassment, in all sorts of ways and through various sources. Yes, that I even had a dream recently last year, because I was really knackered. I said, I have to leave there, I cannot continue this. And it was a dream really to comfort me, to say it was because of those insights and that book that the attacks and the situations were presenting themselves. and they were being part of our life. And after that, before that, when all these insights were being formed, 2013, 14, going back to Colombia, coming back according to many things, and dreams and revelations and so many insights, music, the the concerts, the function of artists and the Illuminati and the exposure of the Illuminati controlling the whole world, and the agendas that have been unfolding before our eyes, and that we had been part of one of those groups with the fallen angelic was quite devastating as well, to see how foolish we had been and had no idea. It was a time when we were really working with the I Ching and thinking that we were simply using those tools to find him, to get closer to him. So all this really helped us to be very cautious, to realize how powerful and how time consuming it is, the labyrinth of darkness. And through the journey that we have been going, trying to help each other as well, to work through our own maze and despair and issues, and 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, going back to Colombia for 8 months because my grandmother, 95, was really dying. She brought me up, and it was an amazing experience to be there, to be back. It was not easy, but it was an amazing experience, and I had an amazing dream that with my insistence, my persistence to try to get my family, just trying to get them closer to God. And I had a dream like I was a homeless person, and I was in a tree that was really with wonderful fruits, and I was taking them, and another one would come, and they were huge and beautiful, and I was with two relatives, and I was showing them, look, I was sleeping just around, actually a very similar place to this, but instead of the river was a very rural location, like a road, a very rural road. And in the process that I was showing them and fetching these fruits, and the fruits were actually being growing again. And I was wow, and I was showing them, like inspiring them and trying to show that motivation for them to, and they were like quite skeptical, like, oh, that arrogance and pride that really you feel like discouraged. And then when I returned back to the tree, there was a crow on top of the tree. So that was a huge insight to realize, that I was sharing my pearls with swine, that I was sharing my oil with foolish virgins. And really, you cannot force people, it's God's timing. And to date, it has been difficult, but there is some that perhaps, meaning in God's hands, because as well it's arrogant to think that we can convince people. Only God can do it, and we just have to do what He places in our hearts, and that's all we can do. Warn, because of course otherwise their blood is in our hands. As long as we warn and tell them lovingly, without pride and without arrogance as well, because you get angry sometimes and you get discouraged and you start like feeling better than them because you know more or whatever. That is an attitude that is really should be incinerated. So 2015, 16, 17, all these like this amazing coincidence and confirmation of who was behind all these issues for us, and this fallen angelic, and the amazing training on spiritual warfare, the amazing people that we found at the time, and the insights and the writing of the book and the correction, the editing, the perfect timing for so many new insights, and what God wanted to finish in His own way, and me again still thinking I was going to publish with a new age publisher, and and that was a big blockage for me because of course after all these years I making all these efforts just and no work, no professional work after finishing a master degree here in London and expecting perhaps a better job and having left banking, a banking career and all that. And then no, I couldn't handle go back to that professional life. And through that journey, anyway, just were coming, but I had to go through that process. And thinking I was going to publish, I was told 20 weeks will take for them to reply. And in the 20th week, back in London, I got Horniman at the name of the publishing company. And I knew, of course, immediately I felt my own remorse, my own, and the Horniman is behind that publishing company is not. I had been quite lukewarm, so repentance for that incinerated and truly to return to the being